Hey everybody, how you doing? I just realized I forgot to put my plant on the side. Those of you that are joining for the first time, it looks great for you. Those of you that have been watching in the past, I feel very unbalanced, but isn't that how we all sometimes feel when we're in that menopausal and perimenopausal state? My name is Dawn Chubai. I'm so thrilled to welcome you to the Joylux Menopause Made More Joyful show. This is, I think, our fifth or sixth event. And for those of you that have been watching for some time, we're so excited that you continue to join and you continue to learn. And some of you share, and we love that. It's also okay if you don't want to share. We're just happy to have you here. And if you're the first time shopper with us or a first time watcher with us, welcome. You're part of a really beautiful big community. And today we're going to talk about solutions to maybe some of the problems that you have that maybe you thought I can't talk to anybody about, or that you thought like, man, it's normal, right? Like I was looking at the Joylux Instagram account, and I invite you to follow Joylux at Joylux on their Instagram account right now. And Halle Berry was talking about, like, if ladies, if you're feeling like razor blades in your vagina, if things are not comfortable right now, when you're having sex or in general, like there is a solution. So Halle, of course, was specifically talking about her Let's Spin, which is a great collab that she has with Joylux. Of course, OBGYN designed this incredible lube. In fact, FDA approved lube. You're going to love this. We're going to shop the Let's Spin in a little bit, but we want to talk about helping you with maybe some of the issues you've had because of menopause, perhaps weak pelvic floor, for instance, and all the things that happen when you have a weak pelvic floor. Or maybe you're looking at a lack of natural lubrication, which we know can cause, things like discomfort during sex or just discomfort anyway, or a lack of confidence. In fact, all of those things. So we're going to talk and take away the stigma of all of those things. And we're going to introduce you to the solution, the one that Halle Berry has said is an absolute game changer, the one that every woman should have. And it's as a result of her trying this very device, the vFit, that she created her own, which is the vFit Plus. In this particular design, this is the Halle Berry design that has the chrome and the extra, Rolls Royce version, extra vibration kind of speeds, or what is it called? Oh my gosh, patterns, I guess, and the more LEDs. But for those of you also that already own your vFit, I invite you to also look at potentially the Plus upgrade, which is just $99 more to get all of those things. And it's really just a software upgrade. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. But let's talk about this incredible vFit. First of all, let's talk about who this was designed by and why. So let's introduce you to the founder of Joylux, Colette, who, when she had her son, she was blissfully, happy about having her child, but was thrust immediately into perimenopause as well as postpartum. Like, talk about a double whammy. And so she had worked and managed a series of clinics, facial clinics, skincare clinics is what I'm trying to say. And red light therapy has been used, we know, on, skin, for the face, maybe other parts of the body. We know athletes use it. And it's because of the red light therapy and what it does for tissue repair. And she thought, man, why can't we maybe help with some of the issues that us women have internally with that same kind of therapy? And so here we go. We've got vFit, and Dr. Sarah partnered with Colette. Wow, you just saw that big burst of light. And we're going to talk about that in a sec. And talking about how important as an OBGYN to prioritize intimate health. So the vFit is designed to help women regain confidence, comfort in their intimate lives naturally and non-invasively. So what does that mean? This is mean if you're on hormones, you can use this. If you're, if you are somebody that doesn't like to take medication, you can use this. If you have specific questions, that you ever want to ask your doctor, of course, I'm not a doctor, but if you have questions about the vFit, I'm going to answer them for you today. We've got Heather, who is moderating, and she will be able to answer any questions you have. And I see we have a few of you on here, so this is great. I should actually just quickly check my Instagram. Oh gosh, I think I didn't even press live there. So there we go. I'm going to press live. Okay, we're live on my Instagram now too. So yes, some of you are going to start filtering in on my Instagram, and I welcome you. I do invite everyone to join at joylux.com, go into the live shopping menu or the link in my bio, and you'll get to this very shopping page. So here is the vFit. So the design, it's ergonomically designed, so obviously that it fits nicely inside of you. So you notice it's got a nice curve. It's not a flexible device, so I don't want you to think it's like a flexible device. It's a nice soft tip, medical grade silicone, which we already know is already naturally antibacterial. But of course, you are going to use your photonic wipes to clean your device. So make sure you do that. You are with our strawberry bundle that you'll see right on the screen if you're shopping with us on the special VIP shopping page at joylux.com. You're going to see everything that you get. You'll see it's $411. The device alone goes for $395, and so for just a few dollars more, you're getting photonic wipes, you're getting the photonic gel, which will help the red light therapy work 45% stronger levels. So here are the mechanisms that make this work. So obviously you see the light. Let me walk through how you actually work this. So this is the brain of your vFit, okay? This is the part that's going inside, and it's not even the whole thing. So don't start freaking out, because I know when I saw this the first time, I thought, first of all, elephant in the room. No, it's not one of those toys. This is your wellness device. In fact, kiss of approval from the FDA that this is a dedicated wellness device, of course, talking about the efficacy and the safety of the red light therapy. So here we go. There is your brain. There is your on button. You have options of 6, 8, or 10 minutes. So we'll just put it at the max just because I can. And then you're going to hold it down. Now, when you hold it down, you're going to, first of all, see the light. Don't go away from your screens, because you're going to see it go really bright, and you'll see the coverage in a moment. But you're it's for the circulation, okay? So for me, maybe I might ease into the vibration. You don't have to leave the vibration on the whole time. So it really is meant to work with you. But the protocol is every other day. You start at 6 minutes, then you make your way to 8, then you make your way to 10. You're also going to feel a gentle heat. So it's 3 mechanisms that work. Is this hot? Is it like a laser resurfacing? No, it is not. So the lasers, or the LEDs, I should say, were part, again, of Dr. Sarah's design in conjunction, obviously, with Colette, but also one of the top laser doctors in the world to create that perfect amount of wavelength with those 6 LEDs. You've got a gentle warmth. What does it feel like? It feels just like a little cozy hug, like just a little gentle warmth. So it's not hot. I don't even want you to think it's like hot to the touch. It's not. I can hold this all day and it's going to be fine. And then you only insert into your vagina right up to this point. Okay. And then you just lay back and relax. Like, check your phone, read your book, text people, I don't know, press the snooze button one more time. But after 6 minutes, that's literally it. You turn it off and there you go. Now there is an app that you are able to use with this as well. And so the app actually works from 2 fronts. First of all, if you've got the regular vFit, which is part of what we have for the strawberry package, but if at some point you want to upgrade to the Plus, you might even get a prompt from this app, and it's just $99. It's a software upgrade. It will give you an extra time, so up to 12 minutes, and of course, stronger light therapy. But what's great about this app, first of all, is it's free. It will help you track your treatments, and also it's continually building an educational library. So lots of health content. I think you'll probably see in the future a community, which I think is great. I think it's nice to know that you have access to a community. And for those of you that ever have questions, of course, the Joylux team is always there to answer your questions for you. So here's what you get in the bundle. You get your vFit. Once again, this is on its own $395. I will tell you there are payment plans available. So if you feel like the price is something that's stopping you, I invite you to check out one of the payment plans, because this is one of those things where, like, the longer you wait to take care of your intimate health, the longer it takes to get the benefits of it being healed. And also, things don't really get better. They always get worse. You also get the photonic gel. So this is part of your bundle. The photonic gel, it has a very slight slip to it, but it's not designed as your official lubricant. What it's actually designed for is to make red light therapy even stronger. And you're seeing the information right there. So up to 45% stronger. That's what it increases the power by. And so what you'll do is you'll just put a small amount right on the tip, and then you're going to insert into your vagina right up to the red light. Use the vibration, don't use it if you don't want, but the light that's where the tissue is really kind of getting at that maximum repair. And I think if you think, as we talk about the vFit a bit, is this your personal trainer for your vagina, if I can say that? I think that's probably maybe even why it was called the vFit, the fitness of your vagina, the health of your vagina. So, and we're going to say vagina a lot here. So if you're watching on Instagram and you want to join us on the shopping page, you're going to see all the things that we're talking about to help your vagina, and yes, also your vulva, because we have some great products for that as well. Now you get the photonic gel, and then you also get the photonic wipes. So first of all, by the way, there's even hyaluronic acid in this gel. This is pH balanced. It's completely clean and safe for you. It is doctor designed with Dr. Sarah. And then you've got the photonic wipes. Now the wipes, these are not for your body. This is for your vFit. So this is to clean your vFit, okay? So it's basically your sanitizing for your vFit. So you get 3 of those things, plus, I don't know if you guys can see the little strawberry bag. Oh, I think I'm covering it. Maybe I'll grab it. Whoa, try not to knock down my display. Okay, and you also get, in addition to your regular satin case, which I think I dropped. Oh, here it is. There you go. In addition to your other satin bag, you also get this really cool limited edition strawberry case. It's so cute. And by the way, double sides, so lots of space. You can go ahead and put your photonic gel in there. You could put your vFit in there. If you want to put your little Let's Spin in there, travel size or other, you can do that as well. We're going to talk about the Let's Spin it, but you probably heard Halle Berry talking a lot about it, and you're probably thinking, man, how do I get that? I'm going to tell you how to get that. Let me put this down. Okay, so that's your bundle, $411. So I want to take a look at some of the doctor testimonials we have, and then I want to show you what some maybe people like you have been saying about the vFit. So first of all, the technology that you're seeing here with the vFit is typically technology that would typically only be available in doctors' offices. And so it's no surprise that doctors have given it their stamp of approval. So look what Dr. Sarah, of course, the designer, a collaborator of the vFit, I recommend to my patients who have children and gone through menopause. vFit has an innovative red light technology that helps tone and increase the sensation of tightness. Then we've got another OBGYN. This is from Dr. Susan. vFit, an incredible tool to help women finally gain confidence again. And then Dr. Prouse, for my patients, vFit is easy, effective, and all natural, a perfect fit. Yeah, and I think, when you look at some of the testimonies that we have from people just like you, people that maybe have been suffering somewhat in silence, I think it becomes a bit of like, oh my gosh, why wouldn't I treat myself to this? Life-changing, vaginal moisture increased with just a few sessions, 46-year-old Kate. Then we go to 54-year-old Donna, absolutely one of the best investments for my health. Listen to that, for my health that I've ever made. Moisture, sensitivity, tissue health, and more. And then I love that we've got Lauren, who said, my wish would be for every woman to just be able to have vFit. I'm so happy with the results in just a few weeks. And we've got great clinical studies as well. So what happens is when a lot of women try a product, right, like the vFit, they basically submit their response. What were their results? What did they feel? What did they experience? And from there, we get clinical results. And so from there, we get to learn not only, of course, of the over 3,000 studies that deem red light therapy to be effective and safe, right? But we also get the actual usage validation. So 89% of women who used vFit experienced improved sensation, 91% increased vaginal hydration, 92% more confident. And it's unclear to me whether that's confidence in bed or confidence in life. I'm going to say probably both. Right? Both. And then we also have 95% improved intimate wellness. So that might tie into the confidence in the bedroom as well. But I think it's also in the fact of like, what are you experiencing and how are you experiencing? And if you are somebody that has had painful sex, or if you are somebody that, has experienced some of the things that happen when you have a weak pelvic floor, you need to fix that stuff, or you're not going to feel your best, or you're just going to continue to decline. I mean, we already know that when we aid our collagen, right, starts to deplete. We know that our estrogen depletes. We know that our elastin starts to deplete. And so what happens on our face, like, and we have no problem. I sold for years lotions and potions for your face that cost $200 above. I swear. I sold cheap stuff too. But we seem to have no problem dedicating that part of our budget for our face, the parts people can see. But what about our intimate health? Do you know that a lot of women don't even necessarily consider down their actual health? They consider it like a luxury if they still feel good and have, natural lubrication and all of that. It actually is part of your health. If you think of when we are young and we've got like plump cheeks, that's our collagen at its very peak, at our very highest. We've got the nice pink cheeks, right? So imagine this balloon as being us in our prime, right? We've got the bounce back. It's nice and full. Everything's nice and juicy, right? As we age, and maybe you've experienced this on your hands where, everything is nice and smooth. And then as you age, you start to go, wow, everything's kind of crinkling up, right? Maybe that's your hand naturally. I'm 53, by the way. I just turned 53 a few weeks ago. But at some point, when you pinch your hand, you start to see the skin kind of stay. Or maybe you wake up after laying on a pillow and you're like, you get that line that lasts a lot longer than it used to. And that's because we're starting to see the depletion of collagen. So I think we have a graphic. If it comes up, we'll be able to show you, but I can show you here as well. Thank you so much, Lauren. This is what happens to our skin, right? So you see a massive difference from 35 years to 55 years. So we see that tissue laxity, we see bladder leakage. Now we're talking, of course, down below, but stuff on our face too, right? Vaginal dryness, we start to see dryness everywhere. And yes, pain with intercourse. And a lot of that because of the vaginal dryness, but it could also be because of the tissue health internally. So we want to be less like, the raisin or the deflated balloon, if I can say that. And I know this is very, very sad still. We want to be the plump, pink, juicy balloon. And that's where our vFit comes in. And if you're watching right now and you're thinking, hey, I noticed there's things called a vFit Plus, or there's the Halle Berry version. So let me show you the difference if you're shopping right now. And by the way, if you're watching on Instagram, hello. Let me see who's there right now. And if you're joining at just the right time. We got Jessica watching, Jamie. We got many of you watching. I invite you to join me at joylux.com. If you're on my Instagram page right now, the easiest thing for you to do is to go to my link in bio. And I've linked right at the top to watch this show. So again, this is the vFit. This is the OG. This is the one where Halle Berry went, every woman needs this. This is a game changer. What Halle decided to do is she goes, now that I really love it so much, as celebrities do, they want to create their own version. And so what she did, she took what can also be an upgrade. If you wanted to upgrade your existing vFit, or if you want to upgrade this one here, because you're buying the strawberry bundle, for instance, and you want to get all the other stuff, you could also get just the Halle Berry collaboration one, which comes in a beautiful red box. You can see it up there, and a nice note from Halle. I'll read it to you later, but you get a nice note from Halle. Everyone gets instructions, but the big difference is here. First of all, you're going to notice right out of the gate the look. Okay, there you go. The look. You also get, instead of the pink bag, you get like a white satin bag. So think maybe for the bride, right? You know what? Hey, listen, let's talk about being proactive, right? And of course, you also get extra treatment time. Now it works the same. So there's and you get the chrome case. And I will tell you, I was told that we only have a few left of these, because when the chrome cases are gone, this bundle kind of as it exists disappears. So if you do want this and you've been watching for the last 5 weeks, it's about $99 or $100 more than the vFit on its own, the regular vFit. So it's a great buy. It's like you're actually getting as a bonus the chrome case, because it's about $100 more for the more power. So more LED power, you get an additional 12-minute session time. Regular vFit goes to 10, 4 more vibration modes, the custom chrome finish, and of course the silver storage bag. It works the same way. So I'm going to demonstrate. I was going to say describe. Menopause brain. I'm going to demonstrate on here just because it's nice to kind of show this Rolls Royce version. Same technology, just a few little key differences, but I am going to take you through the tour. Once again, if you're just joining us, this is the brain of your vFit. Think about this as your personal trainer. And I know as you're looking at pricing, I know I felt it too. When I first was introduced to the vFit, I thought, really, like $500 or $400? And when you start to break it down, And by the way, you can break up the payments. They have a membership that lets you break them up. And if you go to the, click on the buttons that are on the shopping page at joylux.com, live shopping, you can still watch and learn. You're going to learn about the payment plans. If you start to think about how much time you have left in your life and how you want to live that life, and break it down per use, per experience, and then getting the results that we showed you, that Donna had, that Halle Berry has had, you start to realize what a steal a deal this is. Much like if you joined a gym membership, right? You're doing it for the greater good. And we all managed to find the budget for that. We make it work. And that's why we wanted to make sure we also offered for you a payment plan option. But if you don't do anything now, it's not like everything is just paused, like a lot of things, right? You actually get worse. We know that over time we age everywhere. So I just turned it on, and then there's a little button. You can see it's got like a little, you might not see it right now, but you will when you get it home. It's got like a little sunshine on it. Immediately we get the LED lights on, and in a moment, don't go by your screen, don't pass. There you go. Do you see that? Look how bright that is. And this is about a half a foot away from my face, and you can see how bright it is. Now, we also have the vibration mode on. This one has 4 additional vibration modes. It can get quite strong. It can also not be as strong if you don't want it as strong. You can totally customize that. And if you want, you can turn the vibration off. Those of you watching, I know what you're saying. You're going, wait a second, is that? No, it's not. This is not your toy. This is your wellness tool. And it's really, I know why you're saying it's because of the shape. The reality is that's the shape it kind of has to be to work with our body. It's just, that's the way it's got to be. It just happens to be coincidental that it might look like one of your little toys you have in your secret drawer. But this is your wellness tool. This is your, when you go to the gym and you get the weight machines and stuff, this is your machine. Right? This is your tool. So once again, I'm using the vFit Plus, which is the Halle Berry version. If you upgrade to the Plus model, you're getting essentially this right here with a software upgrade. It happens through your app. Very easy, simple, simple, simple. So again, you're going to control everything here. Your protocol, just for the regular protocol, is every other day, week 1, 6 minutes. What do you do in 6 minutes? You're laying in your bed, husband's making the coffee, you're checking your emails. Probably something you're doing already. Week 2, you're going to increase to 8 to 10 minutes. And again, it's just the touch of the button, right? So the different lights go on for the different treatment times. When you get to weeks 3 to 8, if you're on the regular vFit, then you're going to go to the 10 minutes. If you are using the Halle Berry version, which is the vFit Plus that comes with the Chrome, or you've upgraded to the vFit Plus, then you will go as high as 12 minutes. And that's, listen, that's the protocol. That's what gets you to the point of, let's take a look at those clinicals again of what can be expected. That's what gets you to the point of these kinds of results. Now, can you take your time? Absolutely. It just takes you longer to get there. Could you go every day instead of every other day? Sure, you could. You'll get there faster. But what we wanted to do here at Joylux, when we said, let's make sure everybody knows the protocol, we wanted to make sure that you knew that this was attainable, right? So treat it like your routine, right? You take time to brush your teeth. Heck, if you want to brush your teeth in bed for 6 minutes, you can do it all at the same time, right? Like, some of us do feel we need to multitask. Maybe you're doing a little bit of work in bed on your computer, on your laptop, and you've got one of those little lap things. Go ahead and use your vFit. It is very simple and again, proven by results. And if you've ever had someone, or if ever maybe talked with your girlfriends and thought, gosh, I wish this was something that I knew about sooner. I know, I feel the same way. We didn't really talk about this stuff. My mom, when we were young, obviously we had the doctor talks to 5 to 10-year-olds, doctor talks to 14 to 17-year-olds or whatever. And, we had the birds and the bees talk, and we talked about, I think at that point, my mom was pretty good. We actually did use the term vagina. Because that was the appropriate word, but I know some people don't, and that's okay, but it is your vagina. We never really talked about vulva. We all kind of thought vulva and vagina is kind of the same thing, and they're not, right? So I think, now we start to feel okay about talking, and I hope that so many of you do. I am going to check the comments in a moment. I just got caught listening to myself. Thank you for your patience. But I just think, now we're at an age where we feel more empowered to talk, and certainly we know that the only one that's going to care about our bodies, the way they need to be, is actually us. And so it's okay to talk about this here. And there is so much more information out there. This is your vFit. We have a strawberry bundle that is an incredible deal. So the vFit on its own, you can buy like on its own for $3.95. But since you're already going to want to buy the photonic gel, because that makes the LED lights 45% stronger, what does that mean? Tissue repair even quicker. So that's why not? You get that in your bundle. And you're getting the photonic wipes. This is your sanitizer for your vFit. These all work beautifully together, and you get the strawberry case. So that's your bundle there. Okay. You're kind of getting everything you need. Now, we also have some other products that I'm going to introduce you to in just a few moments. We will be introducing you to Halle Berry, baby with Dr. Sarah and Joylux. Of course, the Let's Spin, you've probably seen her talking about it with Oprah. Her sex life has just gone like through the roof, I guess, maybe is what I can say. I don't know. I'm not saying that's her word, but you can actually follow Joylux and you'll see lots of video of Halle talking about it. We've got 2 sizes. We'll talk about that in a moment. And then only because I mentioned vulva earlier, we do also, wait till you see this, have an incredible vulva moisturizer for you. This is the Revitalize Her. This is a serum, part of Her Intimate Care, right? So when we say Her, we're talking about our bestest friend, right? The one that has given life, the one that has given pleasure, the one that is so much a part of us, but some of us don't really feel comfortable talking about. Maybe that's our age, maybe that's our comfort zone. You don't have to talk, you can just listen, you can ask questions, and wait until you try this incredible Revitalize Her serum. Okay, I'm gonna see who's on our chat. Okay, oh, I'm so happy. I see some of you have purchased the Respin by Joylux. Oops, blooper. The Respin by Joylux vFit. We got the F missed up in there. Red light intimate wellness device. Okay, congratulations. You picked up this. And I can't tell if you picked up any of the photonic gel. You're welcome to do that separately. I think it's $21. So you can pick that up separately if you want. And I highly invite you, since it is kind of that Halle, treat, you pick up the Halle device. And you might want to pick up the Let's Spin. We have a question from Claire. So I can do the 99 upgrade and red light intensity gets stronger. Yes, absolutely. So if you upgrade your existing, and correct me if I'm wrong, Heather, but I think I got this right now. If you upgrade your existing vFit, or you buy the regular vFit with the strawberry bundle and you go, oh, maybe you don't care about the chrome. That's fine. You don't have to care about the chrome, but maybe you do. Then you get the Halle version. If not, you upgrade $99, and yes, you will get basically what this has without the chrome. I hope that makes sense. For $99, you're going to do it right through the app. And you might even get a prompt. After a while, you might get a prompt, because once you get to the point where you're in maintenance mode, maybe, once or twice a week after week 9, and you're like, you know what, I'd kind of like to get up to that 12 minutes, then maybe it's time for you to upgrade, or you can upgrade right away. It's completely up to you. Let's put up the phone number for Joylux. If anyone has any questions, you're welcome to call and ask any questions you have. Claire said, can I do 2 sessions back to back? Yeah, you can. We just wanted to make it manageable for you, right? You're not going to do more in one day. So let's just put it that way. You're not going to go, oh, let's do 10 minutes in day and 10 minutes. No, it's one on the day. But our protocol is every other day. That makes it very manageable for a lot of you. But absolutely, I mean, you're just going to get there faster. We just want to make sure that you don't feel overwhelmed. Honestly, if someone told me out of the gate that I had to do something every day, like go to the gym, my first instinct would be like, where do I fit it in? Right? So every other day maybe seems more manageable. When you start to realize how easy this is to use, and how easy, boom, to fit into your lifestyle, you start to realize, you know what, maybe, it's not that big a deal. 6 minutes every other day. I spend 15 minutes on my phone in the morning while my husband makes the coffee and I'm in bed all by myself, right? So you go ahead and turn it on. You saw me turn it on. You choose your treatment time. You're going to start at 6 minutes. Right? And maybe you want to stay 6 minutes for a little bit longer. Like, you're going to get used to this, right? It's ergonomically designed. That's why it's curved. So it kind of fits right into your vagina. It's not a pleasure device, right? This is not your toy. This is your tool to get fit down there. This is your vFit. This is your personal trainer. You insert into your vagina right up until the light, you lay back, you relax, right? Turn off the sonic vibration if you want. There's different cycles. There's more cycles with the plus or the Halley version, which is the plus, but with all the fun stuff. And then you just kind of lay back and relax. It's going to have a gentle heat. Let's go through the mechanisms of what makes this work. We've got a nice graphic to show you. And while I do that, thank you, Claire. I'm glad you got that. Just making sure no one else had any other questions. Does atrophy improve? Listen, you're going to use very fancy words that doctors might use, like atrophy. What I'm going to tell you is this is going to work on your pelvic strength. So let's call that help with the atrophy for sure. What I can say is that it's like muscles, right? If you don't use your muscles, you do see muscle atrophy. And what we're doing is we're training our muscles down there. We're training her muscles. So yes, the atrophy should improve. In fact, the clinical studies talk about improved sensation, improved tightness. So here are the features. Let's keep this here for just a second because I know some people on Instagram are just joining us. Let me just make sure. Yes, Kim, come on over to joylux.com. Ruben, Yvette, please, Liliana, come on to joylux.com. You're going to have a better viewing experience, and you're also going to see the products we're talking about. 6 LED lights. There are more lights in the plus version, but let's go with the basic version for now. Gentle heat, 40 degrees Celsius. What does it feel like? Cozy. I could keep my hand on here for, not that this is going to stay on an hour, but if I kept it on here an hour, it's not going to get hot. It's warm. So in other words, like you think of like when we go get exams and everything's like freezing cold. No, like we would wish for this kind of heat for exams. It's just a beautiful, gentle warmth. Then again, you get your treatment modes, 6, 8, and 10. And to do it, it's very easy. You just press the button to get the number of lights, and that will get your treatment time. And then the app is free. It's a connected app. It's got educational resources. It can track your treatment, so you know when it's time to do your next, what day of the week, all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, if you want the vFit Plus upgrade, then that all happens through the app. It's the same device. So you're not going to like send a device back or get a new device. It's the same device. So this device can actually grow as you decide you want more fitness down there, if I can say that. So once again, here's how you use it. And I'm going to quickly go over some of the other items we have, because I think it's nice for you to see that there are other items that might work for you, whether you've already got the vFit or whether you're thinking, ooh, this is my first time being introduced to Joylux and I want to know what they're all about. So I'm going to show you some of the other things. So here is your vFit. If you're joining us for the first time, this is not your toy. This is your wellness device. In fact, the FDA has said, mwah, we love this as a wellness device because of those 3,000 published studies, most of them by women, by the way, talking about the efficacy and the safety of red light therapy. And so the FDA goes, mwah, yes, wellness device, go for it. And wait until you see some of the testimonials. We'll bring those up in a moment as well. Your power, you turn it on, you're going to see a light. Your options are 6, 8, 10. I'm going to throw it up to 10 right now, but you'll see them going. I know it's going fast. You're going to get instructions. You're going to have the app. You're going to have the website. The box tells you everything to do. You hold down this button. Immediately, you feel the vibration and you get the light. I'm going to turn the vibration off. I personally don't use the vibration. Many of you do. And if you want to get that increased circulation, you should. But the tissue repair also is helped by these LED lights, these 6 LED lights. And so when we look at the kind of results that people just like you are getting, wouldn't you agree that this is worth considering today? Life-changing. Vaginal moisture increase with just a few sessions, We're not even talking getting to 8 weeks. We're talking just a few sessions. Donna, 54, one of the best investments for my health I have ever made. Moisture, sensitivity, tissue health, and more. And then Lauren, 61, still rocking it and spinning on the dance floor. My wish would be for every woman to be able to have vFit. I'm so happy with the results in just a few weeks. This device, by the way, has been around for some time. I actually can't remember how long ago I launched it in Canada. I used to work at the Shopping Channel. And so part of what I had to do is become very educated on devices like this. And I will tell you that this really is the only device like this that has the complete components that work toward your intimate health. So your natural lubrication helped. Your dryness helped, right? Pelvic floor strength. We know what happens when we have a weak pelvic floor. This helps train and tone, increases the sensitivity. It is the light, it is the sonic vibration, it is the gentle heat, and it is so easy to incorporate into your routine. When I sold this in Canada, first of all, it sold out in one visit. Why? Because nothing like it exists, right? And because of the results that you're seeing right there, because this was designed by board certified OBGYN, Dr. Sarah, along with Colette, who has incredible experience with red light therapy, what it would do for the face, and then taking all that we know about red light therapy and leveraging those benefits to our internal tissue health. And we know that red light therapy is also used by some of the world's most famous athletes to repair tissue, right? When they tear something, a lot of times they're putting a pad on to help with that, to speed up the recovery. Now, this is designed specifically for your internal health. So this isn't just like, let's do some pretty lights, let's make them bright. They're at the perfect wavelength that help repair your tissue. Clinically proven, safe and effective. Insert right up to the light. Lay back, relax, check your email, drink your coffee, watch your stories. Do it, listen to your music, listen to your podcast, do your mantras. Maybe you're meditating, do your mantras. This could put you in a nice meditative state. And then when you're done, you just turn it off. You're going to clean it with your photonic wipes, and then you're just going to put it in the bag until the next time. And by the way, you will be getting your everything you need. So it comes in a box. Your charger will come inside what looks like a deck of cards. It's not. It's your charger. Simple, simple. You get everything you need. Let me see. Julie, I just got the vFit. Do I need the upgrade? No, you don't. Julie, I'm not here to sell you on something you don't need. Why would you want it? That's the bigger question. So do you need the upgrade? No, you do not. You don't need anyone to tell you you need the upgrade. However, you will want the upgrade if you want what Halle Berry had. And I'm just going to show you this only because this is a Halle Berry version, which also happens to be a plus. You don't need to buy this. If you already have this, you are not buying this. If you have this, you're upgrading. So Julie, why might you want it? Let's put up the comparison. And I know the comparison is for the Halle Berry version. Let's just, you guys just put your mind into it that this is also the upgrade, okay? More LED power. An additional 2 minutes. So getting you up to 12 minutes. 4 additional vibration modes. Now, with the Plus upgrade, no, you're not getting the chrome finish. No, you're not getting the bag. But I did want to put this up here because I wanted you to know there was a difference. Okay. So, Julie, do you need it? No, not unless you want faster results. Okay. You want more power. If you want those things, then yes, get the upgrade. But I'm not going to use the term need. It just has to do with, how fast do you want to get there? Okay. I hope that helps. If you have another question, let me know. Someone got the strawberry starter set. Okay, I'm going to tell you what's included, and then I'm going to move on to some of our her intimate care. So you're going to get your vFit. It comes in. I have stuff in here, so that's why I'm not moving. It comes in your box. It's got like a little insert, so everything sits nicely. You will also get your pink satin bag. You'll also get your strawberry bag. That's if you get the bundle. If you just get the vFit, you just get the box and, of course, the charger. And, of course, the satin bag. Beautiful. Not much more. You're getting the kit, which also then gets you the photonic gel, which has hyaluronic acid. So it's good for your skin. It's not your skin care per se, but it's definitely giving you still some skin benefit. In addition to 45% more power with the LED. And you are also getting your photonic wipes, which again is not for your body. It is for your device. It is your sanitizer for your device. Okay, we're going to start talking about her intimate care. And before I get into some of the skincare, I'm going to just tease up our cold her. If you have been watching me for a while, you know how obsessed I am with the cold her. And if you're in our chat right now, please, please, please tell me if you've gotten these yet and what you think of them. So first of all, I'm going to put one in right now because by the end of our show, I want to make sure I don't give you a little peep show here. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. I got it in. I actually been putting them underneath. I think you're supposed to put them over top. So they kind of go like this, but I've been one like this. I don't know why. I think because I always get the boob sweat underneath and I thought, ooh, why not? I don't think there's a wrong way to do it, but I think they're designed more to go like this. So let me show you the other one. By the time the end of the show happens, which is in about 20 minutes, don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So can you guys hear that? It's not so hard that it's like like a brick, but it's like almost like coconut oil hardened. It's not coconut oil. It's a phase change material. So we'll show you what that looks like. So it's solid. It does not have to go in the fridge or freezer. Can it? Sure, if you want it extra cold, but it actually is solid at room temperature. Okay. So what happens is when you put it on, yeah, and that's how you put it on. It shows you right there. But again, I put it underneath and I feel good about it. So you do it. You do you. Hey, you get two sets, put one on top and underneath. I think you'd be great. Actually, that's a good idea. I think I might do that. I mean, the price point is such that I think it's well worth looking. I think these are $21. I think it's honestly, if you want to get two, I would do that just to even keep another set handy. So what happens is when it's on your body, it's almost like an empath. If I can think of it like from a mindset, it's like it goes, oh, you need cooling down. Let me take your heat, right? Let me take your pain. Let me take your heat. So what it does is it absorbs the heat and it gives you coolness. So, and then what happens is it eventually turns to liquid and then you need to let it harden again. So that's why I say, like, if you're going through like even hot weather, even if it's not hot flashes, it's hot weather, this has been a game changer for me. I know for some of you, maybe when you get really hot, you go, let me grab the ice pack. First of all, it burns, right? Like I put this against my shoulder and already it burns. It's starting to drip. So that's not fun. And on top of it, it's just like, what are you going to do? Shove this in your bra? Like you try to be discreet as you can with your menopausal symptoms, I know. And then what are you going to do? Like shove this in your back? No, of course not. So grab these. This is, if I could have a host pick, if you're like here for the first time and you're like, I'm not sure about the vFit. I don't know about anything else. This is what you know about. It's wedding season. You're grabbing these for the bride. You're grabbing them as well for the bridesmaids and everything. So we'll go to that in a bit and I'll show you the end result. Oh, somebody added them. Yay, yay, yay. I'm so happy. Okay. So let me go to Halle Berry's Let's Spin. First of all, we've already talked about her device, right? Her vFit Plus. And by the way, if you're not shopping the vFit today, you can still shop Let's Spin. The Let's Spin is your lube. FDA approved, clean beauty, pH balance, doctor design. Dr. Sarah has made sure that this is good for your body. So what does it do? Well, first of all, let's just understand what Halle is talking about when she says spinning. You might have a different word, but she's calling it spinning. Relieves pain with sex, treats vaginal dryness, enhances comfort during intimate moments. And by the way, notice how she says intimate moments. So that could be your own intimate moment. It doesn't have to be with a partner. If you are somebody who indulges in a little self-play with other toys, then feel free to use this. It's safe to use with that. Also provides unparalleled hydration. So why is that? It's because of the incredible ingredients that we have in here. And first and foremost, I mean, I'm just going to talk about the main one because we talk about skincare, right? And a lot of times we hear the term hyaluronic acid holds 1,000 times its weight in water. So it actually attracts moisture. It gives moisture. So that's what this does for you. Now this one I think is unscented. It's a lube. Oh, what other is? There's a little bit like coconut oil scent. Very light, very, very light. It's not like very strong, very light. It's fresh. So first of all, what you're going to experience is it's a beautiful slip, right? Remember, this is your lube. So the photonic gel that you get with your vFit Strawberry Bundle or that you buy separately, because you may also want to get a subscription because you're going to want to sort of keep this in stock, does have a bit of a slip, but it's not specifically like your lubricant, okay? So this one is, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's skincare built into your lube. Yeah, it's beautiful, very light. I can smell a little bit of the coconut oil. It's officially unscented. So, I think what it is. I think, well, you're right. Heather just said, actually, it's officially unscented, which I thought it was, but maybe I had, I know what it was. I know what it was. I had some of this on. Okay, thank you, Heather. Heather was just correcting me because I was like, I'm pretty sure it was unscented. So it is. Okay, unscented. You have, I'll tell you what this is about in a bit. So that's what it was. I had a little bit. Ha ha ha. Thank you so much. Good reminder, though. You can make yourself smell real good. So yeah, this is the 60 ml. We also have for you the 40 ml. So I think this is $45 and this one's $21. Exactly same formulation. I had someone once ask, like, what's the difference? Literally the packaging and the size. So this one has a pump. and I don't even want to say it's a travel size, but we'll call it a travel size or a home and away. Could also be your discreet, fits in your purse nicely. Difference with this is it just, you do a little squeezy squeeze, right? So that's the biggest difference from that. Skin loving ingredients in here works brilliantly for those of you that, you know, need a little more something, right? Maybe more comfort during intimacy. 83% said it relieved their vaginal dryness, intimacy more pleasurable. And I love 93% said it was soothing and enjoyable to use. And the reason I think that's said like that, and I'm just looking up the Joylux site because I actually have something to show you. So don't go anywhere, is because if you ever bought like one of those drugstore loops, and sometimes they're kind of sticky sticky right? This is not that. In fact, right now, my hand feels like it had this beautiful treatment. So remember, that's going to be giving you benefits there as far as some skincare, like a bit of skincare, but also that lubricant. And I just want to show you, Hallie posted, I think this is on the Joylux site today. So if you're by your computer or phone and you're distracted, listen to this.
I want to share a little secret with you. If you are a woman of midlife and you are going through perimenopause or menopause and you feel like you have razor blades in your, here's something that will help you out tremendously. It's called Let's Spin. It's an intimacy gel. I teamed up with Joylux to come up with, I think, one of the best intimacy gels ever there was. It's clean, it's fresh, it's not sticky, it's made of hyaluronic acid and aloe vera. It's very, very lubricating, and it's become my new best friend. So I couldn't find one on the market, so I said, and I made it myself. Give it a try.
Don't we love our Halle Berry? Oh, we love our Halle Berry. We had a question. Lisa, okay. Is it safe for oral and doesn't have a taste? And then Heather said, all clean ingredients, so technically safe, no fragrances or artificial additives, so shouldn't have a taste. Well, I'm not going to put a bunch in my mouth, but this is what we do. This is what we do for you. I do this for you. So let's say you're using this, and then, you know, in between the things you need the lubricant for, there's a little extra something going on. Doesn't have a taste. That's not my technique, by the way. That's just me literally doing a taste test for you. So don't at me. Don't judge me. I know that Heather and Lauren are probably getting a giggle. Did you get a giggle out of that, everybody? I'm just checking out here. Great. So hopefully that answered your question, Lisa. Oh, Gina, I'm so happy you got the cooling bra inserts. Mine is already cooling me down. I'm going to show you about 10 minutes. What happens when your body sort of absorbs that coolness and it gets rid of the heat for you. Okay, so that's the Let's Spin. I want to go now to some of your care for her. So her intimate care, and we're going to talk about the moisturizer. This was what gave me that beautiful coconut oil and orange blossom scent. We'll get that in a second. I don't want to say scent like it's added. I'll explain in a second, but I'm going to go through that in a second. But let's start maybe with, you know, the first step. And I want to introduce you to Shebar. Maybe we can put a picture of Colette back up, because Colette, in addition to devising the vFit and creating, you know, this beautiful company that is Joylux, when she had her son, she was thrust not only into, you know, obviously motherhood, but postpartum and of course perimenopause, which is why the vFit was born. But there were also times where she just didn't herself feel fresh. Like maybe there was a fresh, or maybe there was an odor. I'm going to just preface this right now with this conversation is not about saying you're not great as you are and perfect as you are. We are supposed to have, you know, our own aroma down there. And Dr. Sarah, actually, I invite you to check out the Instagram. She posted a very important video the other day talking about one of the number one questions she gets is women and their aroma, and with women that feel particularly concerned if it smells a certain way. And first thing she says, listen, if you're like concerned, you should talk to your doctor 100%. I'm not talking about that here, but you should definitely see that video because it will put your mind at ease on a lot of things. This is more about how you feel about yourself. And so Colette herself kind of thought, I feel like a little bit self-conscious. I feel, you know, so she wanted to create a cleansing bar. Now, I'm going to tell you, first of all, this is called, I think it's actually on the packaging even called soap, but I want you to think of this as a cleansing bar because there's actually no soap in here. Let's pull up the ingredients of what you get. This cleansing bar is, first of all, designed by Dr. Sarah, right? Board certified OBGYN. It's pH balanced. It's all clean formulation, and there's no soap in it. There's no harsh soap ingredients. So, you know, avocado oil, you've got coconut oil, jojoba. It smells beautiful. So what do you smell is what you will also smell with my hand, because I put that Revitalize Her on it, is that orange blossom oil. And let me just tell you, it is just fresh. Now, will this scent linger on you? Like, is it meant to be like left on you? No, it will disappear. So what happens is it's a fresh smell. You'll be left fresh. It's a pleasure to use. And so the reason I wanted to highlight that it's not a soap and it's more a cleansing bar, when you use it, you'll get kind of bubbles that are more like when you blow bubbles, as opposed to like soapy bubbles, like dish soap bubbles. So I just don't want you to think very light and airy, which actually should tell you a lot. And for those of you that have in the past maybe tried things like douches, we know that. So, and listen, I'm not going to mention names about anything, but what I would say is, you know, we know and we've read, and you can go ahead, search. Sometimes you attract more problems than you're hoping to get rid of. You know, things like infections, bladder infections, and vaginal infections. And so, listen, I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you what for sure you might get if you do other things. What I can tell you is that this is a safe version for you, and it's designed by an OBGYN. When Dr. Sarah gets the number one question asking about odor and scent and freshness, and she's creating this, run, don't walk, $13. Grab a few if you can. I know so many of you do. I love it. Chanda. I love the Shea Bar soap. I've been told to use Okay, so in the past, she's been told, I'm just trying to paraphrase. In the past, been told to use fragrance-free Dove soap. It was okay, but still was irritating. So even when she used a fragrance-free soap, remember soap, it was irritating. She said the Shea Bar is amazing, smells so good, totally non-irritating. Chanda, thank you. Those reviews and you sharing that is so important. I can tell you all day long my experience, but some of you are going to think, well, of course Dawn's going to say it. She's working with Joylux. No, I'm telling you, we got people that are no skin in the game telling you. And also, by the way, for a fact, I would not be here if I didn't believe in Joylux. I've known the Joylux team, Colette, Heather, Lauren, the whole team. I don't know Hallie, maybe one day, goals. I've known them for, I'm going to say, over a decade. Yeah, I think over a decade, for as long as when they were at the shopping channel in Canada. Okay, so that's your soap. What do you do, just like with your face, what do you do after you clean your soap? You usually put on your serum or moisturizer. So what we have here is actually a twofer. It is your serum and moisturizer. This is called Revitalize Her, and it is your Intimate Hydrating Serum. So first of all, the packaging is beautiful. Like, you be completely comfortable, hit myself in the glasses, completely comfortable putting this up on your nightstand or in your bathroom. You take it off and it's like you wait for the, look how pretty, rose gold, gorgeous. It actually, I love that it's almost got like its little case here. You just drop it right in there. I think it's nice. And actually, to me, you just leave it in there. It stands up beautifully, but look at how beautiful this is. So you are getting one fluid ounce, little goes a long way. So once again, we have lubricant that has skincare in it, but then we have actual skincare. Okay, so imagine a little sexy time. You go afterwards, you're going to have your shower, maybe use your little Shea Bar, and then you're ready to lube up, to moisturize up. So you just like your regular face serum, right? You're going to see it. So first of all, packed with great ingredients. So vitamin E, right? You've got your beeswax, or honey. You've got your sea buckthorn. That's what I want to use, sea buckthorn. You've got your hyaluronic acid. You got jojoba oil. And when you smell this, and this is why my hand smelled before. So for anyone just joining and you're like, wait, you said the Let's Spin was scented. No, it's not. It's unscented. I had some of this on my hand. I forgot I'd put it on. Literally a couple of drops. This is for your vulva. Now, hey, if you run out of your face serum and you go, ooh, I wonder, yes, you can. And your face would be loving the treat. It's the quality of ingredients, $45, the quality of what you're getting in this serum. You would be so lucky to get other formulations that cost twice as much that give you that. This is for your vulva. That being said, I don't even know if it actually says it. It just says intimate. So, if you use it, no one's going to be looking at you funny. Anyways, you go ahead and use it. And you're going to smell, like it's just, I'm telling you, it's like I probably could eat it. It's clean, but I won't, but it's delicious. So just like you do on your face, you're going to just rub it on your vulva. So this is a little anatomy lesson, because maybe we got some men watching right now. And you're thinking, oh, maybe I should get my wife the vFit. Yes, you should. If you have been hearing your wife complain about painful sex and lack of lubrication and all that, you absolutely should pick this up. And we're going to go back to it in just a second. But you can also pick her up a nice little treat. And ladies, also treat yourself. Okay. Why do you need this? Because you got the dry vulva. You want to be comfortable. You want to treat it like the queen she is. And you're going to grab this and you're going to love every moment of it. And you can use it. You know, what does it say here? Does it say twice a day? I think just like regular. Yeah, just massage, desired amount, external intimate skin. So again, vulva, not vagina, not inside, right? This is your outside moisturizer. Now, the other thing I want to mention before we go back to the vFit is we also have, and then we've got the cold her, and I'm going to show you before the end of the show what it looks like, the one that's inside my bra. We also have for you a moisturizer. Now, this is a body butter for your body. This is the only product other than the cold her that is not about kind of the intimate health. But drop me an emoji if you, when you've gone into menopause and perimenopause, have started to feel your skin get really dry. Like I get really bad dry patches here. And so this is a really, really, I'm going to say intense body butter. So you've had body butters and then you're going to get this body butter. And again, really great ingredients, aloe, which we also know promotes healing, tons of moisture, squalene. Some of the finest skincare ingredients have squalene. That's like one of the premium. And of course, coconut oil as well. It's beautiful. I think it's unscented. Yeah, I don't smell it. If there is anything, I don't smell it. So, it's definitely light anyway. So if you were somewhere where you can't have any kind of fragrance, go for it. Like, yeah, I don't really smell anything. If there is, maybe you might smell a little bit of coconut, but I don't smell anything. So a couple of you bought the serum. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, good for you, good for you, good for you. So we have, again, just a quick recap. For her intimate health, we've got your Revitalize Her. This is your serum / moisturizer for your vulva. We went to the moisturizer for your body, which is the body butter. And of course, we've got your, what did I do? Oh, Shebar, 13 bucks. Grab it. As I said, we had a few of you, Chanda said, doesn't irritate, and she's been told to use non-irritating, and she even found fragrance-free soap to be irritating, and not the case here. And I think, honestly, this is designed by an OBGYN. Let's put up a picture of Dr. Sarah again, and perhaps even Colette as we go back now to our vFit, our hero product. And this is your Shiro product because we're talking about the health and wellness. And why is Halle Berry there? Well, we might as well tell you what Halle said about the vFit because Halle herself said this is a game changer, a must-have for every woman. And if you've been watching for some time, or if you just tuned in and you're curious about this device, lean in, ladies, lean in. If you are a man watching and you're thinking, this isn't for me, when you see the results that this can give, and if your wife or partner has been complaining about certain things, trust me when I say this is also for you. You're not using it, but you will benefit from it. But that's not who I'm talking to here right now, because this is about us ladies. This is your vFit. This is your fitness device for your vagina. What is it going to do? It's going to help with your pelvic strength. Pelvic floor strength. It's going to help with tissue repair. It's also going to help with your natural lubrication. So we know that when we're in menopause, perimenopause, we see a depletion all over our body, which is why we get dry here, we get saggy skin, we get this kind of skin instead of this kind of skin, because our collagen depletes. So we want to start to re-stimulate it. And yes, with our skincare, there's only so much you can do with topical to get collagen enhancement. That is just a fact, which is why a lot of us, actually, we haven't even gone to some of the comparison and costs. When it comes to our internal health, your other options are significantly more expensive. So maybe, to deal with things like, lubrication and hormonal things, right? Because of course, when your hormones change, that's why you often are drier. Maybe you're starting to get the laxity. Maybe you're doing hormone replacement. That's per year, $900 per year. Yes, to get the kind of results, you can't do, it's not a topical thing, right? Maybe you get, some improvement, and certainly with like moisturizers, of course, but to get that collagen re-stimulated, to get the elastin and all that, you need to actually do something deeper. So vaginal rejuvenation, 100% valid. Look at the cost, $2,800 per year. And you got to make appointments. And I'm going to assume you probably have some sort of downtime. If any of you have experienced this, let me know, but I'm going to assume so. Sort of like when you get a facial, certain kinds of clinical facials, there's certain downtime. There's no downtime with your vFit. It's non-invasive. There's no hormones. There's no chemicals. There's no nothing. Okay. Here's how you do this. First of all, the vFit is available on its own, $395. If you are watching and you have the vFit and you're one of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds who have written great reviews, but you're thinking, I think I need a little more. I think I've hit the peak of what I'm doing. I want more. You're going to upgrade to the Plus. Same device, software upgrade through the app, $99. Okay. Right now I'm talking to you who do not have this. We have a strawberry bundle that includes the vFit, the photonic gel. This will increase the light therapy. I'm going to show you the light therapy in a second. And it's got your photonic wipes, which is your sanitizing wipes. It's not for your body. It's your sanitizing wipes because you want this to be clean. Elephant in the room, I know what this looks like. And it's only because of the shape. And why is it this shape? Because it's what works with our female bodies. Okay, like there kind of is very limited options for shapes. So you'll notice a nice curve, which by the way, some of the toys that you might be thinking this is don't necessarily have an ergonomic shape, but they're sometimes more flexible, right? So this has an ergonomic shape. You insert, do not get freaked out by the size of this. You're inserting only to here, and I'm going to show you what that is going to look like once you do and turn this on. You've got a power button, you turn it on. First week, 6 minutes. So you press 1. When going to increase to 8 minutes, right around week 2. And then after that, you're getting into, the 10 minutes. And that's going to be, up to around 8 weeks. After that, you're in maintenance. So every other day is your protocol. You could go every day if you want. You get the results faster. If you go less, they get them a little slower. But either way, you can kind of customize this as you want. Then you're in maintenance once to twice a week. Now you press that button. The light goes on. Don't go anywhere. It's going to just show you the surface area in a second. I'm going to turn off the vibration. Personally, I don't use the vibration. There's value to using it. Just for me, I don't love vibration. But vibration actually serves a purpose. It's going to help stimulate, right? So better results. Let's put it that way. Like if you use the vibration, you're going to get better results than me. I love the vFit for the red light therapy because there are over 3,000 published studies that talk about the efficacy and safety of red light therapy. Athletes use it. We use it on our face. This is a different wavelength, different strengths, 6 LED lights. And by the way, the FDA said, mwah, mwah, we love this as a wellness device. And so for those of you that are purchasing this, just know with that confidence that this is meant for your intimate wellness. You are inserting right up to this point right here, and you're going to lay back and you're going to relax and you're going to go, you're going to have it in, right? It's going to be in, you're going to be checking your phones. You're going to, hey, how's it going? You're whatever, right? Checking your emails, having coffee, listening to your meditative mantras, whatever. You are worthy, and you are worthy. And this is why we wanted to bring you the vFit. Quick recap of the bundle. You get the vFit, sells on its own for $395. We do have payment plans available. So if you are thinking like, oh, I want the results. I'm tired of suffering. I'm tired of the razor blades. I'm tired of the weak pelvic floor. I'm tired of all this. I'm tired of not feeling good. I'm tired of painful sex. I'm tired of having no sex because it's painful. And I invite you to take advantage of the payment plan if the price is an issue, because nothing changes if nothing changes with how you feel, but things actually do deplete. Things actually do deplete in your body. And we saw that, and we see that with our face all the time. So don't let price today be something that holds you up. Use the payment plan. It's there for you. With the strawberry bundle though, so $395 on its own, but for just a few dollars more, you're going to get the photonic gel, which again makes the red light therapy stronger, which means results faster. So we like that. And you get the photonic wipes, which is your cleanser for your device. If you run out of these, maybe you didn't subscribe or you're like, oh, I just want a good device. Of course, you can still warm water, soap, clean it, of course. What I love about this is there's also other sanitizing properties to it. It's again, totally up to you. But when you get the deal with this bundle, I just highly recommend it. If you already have this, you want to upgrade to the Plus, you're just going to upgrade to the Plus. Okay. And if you are looking at the Halley device, once again, that's at $495. It comes with a carry case. You still get the charger, you still get the satin satchel in a silver color, but you get the carry case, which is unique. What I will tell you is that when that carry case is gone, this bundle is gone. You also get more LED power, 12 minutes of session time, and more vibration modes. By the way, if you don't want this device and you already have this and you want those other features other than the Chrome, you'll get the additional time, additional vibration modes, additional power if you upgrade to the Plus. Quick little check-in on my cold her, and then I'm gonna let you all go. Any comments? How do I learn about the payment plan? Okay, thank you. Heather said 2 options. One's at checkout, other is her membership plan, which also, by the way, offers you subscription and other elements to it. So I'm not going to go into it. It's right there for you. You can still click on the product at checkout. You'll be offered. Okay, now I still got more time out of this. First of all, left boob definitely cooler than the right boob, but overall sense of coolness. You get those hot flashes. This is why you want it. It's hot out. You're breastfeeding. Your nips are sore. Use this. You're not going to use this. This is for you. This is what it looks like. It's hardened state. You're still going to see some hardened state, but can you start to see how it's melting? Right? See how much more flexible? See how it's melting? So when this is eventually all liquefied, then it's time to put in a second set or to leave them out for a while, and then they're going to harden up again. Any last questions? Last questions? Yes, thank you. Heather put in the chat, by the way, if you're on Instagram, go to the link in my bio, head there right now. You can also find out the information on the replay. If you are watching on the replay, in the chat, Heather has put the information about her membership, which talks about the payment plan, plus the fact that you can also get some products that are kind of bundled specifically for you as part of a great membership option that is available to you. That's it. I didn't see any more questions. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm so happy for you. I saw so many of you picked up the serum moisturizer. I know a few of you picked up the strawberry bundle. That's our best value of the day. And to get you back to feeling like yourself. I'm so glad that you're here and feel comfortable talking to me and sharing about your issues. And for those that don't feel comfortable, that's okay. Like, you're here and that is everything. If you have any questions, you see the phone number and the email up on your screen. I'm also available if you have any questions. You can always DM me on my Instagram. And if I have something that I can't answer, I will 100% direct you to the Joylux team. Thank you so much. We will have more shows again coming up in September. I don't have those dates yet. But keep an eye out on this page, subscribe if you can, as well as follow Joylux and myself on Instagram. And we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and take care of her and take care of yourself. You deserve it.